June 10th, 2022. I hope everybody out there is having a good day today. Let me start off by saying if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Talk to you a little bit today about a storm's coming. We're seeing it. It's building up. Every day we're seeing shootings all over the news. This it's just building and building. Something big is going to happen. Something bigger than what we've already seen, more than likely. I mean, it seems like every day there's shootings everywhere. And it could be as simple as now they're just reporting on them and we're hearing about them. That could be as simple as that. You know, who's to say on that part? But I mean, you can just feel it when you go out, how people's just all uptight and anxious. Everything is just coming to a head in America. I've said it repeatedly, to fix what's going on in America, they got to crash everything and start it back over. Our country is too far in debt. We can't fix this is too badly broken to fix it. But what we're seeing with all these shootings going on, I'm sure y'all are seeing them every day. There's a shooting somewhere. They're calling mass shootings here, mass shootings there. We had an incident close to my area down in a town called Gadsden, Alabama the other day, where a SRO officer, had to shoot someone who come on school property. You can look that up and read about it. It's in Gadsden, Alabama. I mean, you're seeing this stuff start happening everywhere now. And they're trying to get these gun laws passed. So you're seeing news people reporting more on it. I'm sure there's a lot of shootings in America every day probably that we don't ever hear about. But they're starting to hit closer to home. They're starting to, they're happening more and more. And guys, I've told you, you're not safe out there anywhere anymore. You've got to be aware of your surroundings. You got to know who's around you. You're not safe anywhere in public in America anymore. You're not. The simple fact is that, used to growing up, you knew what areas to avoid. Don't go to that area, don't go to this area. Well, now there's no areas like that. Everything is like that. You're not safe anywhere. I mean, you go, to your local store to buy groceries and something could happen. So you've always got to be able to protect yourself and protect the ones around you. I mean, it's that simple. You hear a lot of people, well, the police. Those same people who are praising the police for what they're doing, or they're griping about what they didn't do, like down in Texas. I totally agree. They should have went in. That was ridiculous to stand outside like that. Your job's to go in and deal with that. But a lot of the people that's complaining, and a lot of people, they're also the ones that want to defund the police. So I mean, you're in a catch-22 situation there. You need to understand, it's not the police, it's not your congressmen, it's your own job to protect yourself and protect your family. It's your job. Because if you had to call for help, you may be there a while, and a lot of things can happen in that time you're waiting. I mean, you've got to be able to protect yourself at all times. Number one rule, protect yourself at all times. Because now, like I said, you can't go anywhere in America and feel safe. You can't. They're wanting to pass more and more gun laws, to make it harder. I made a video yesterday. If you haven't watched it, go back and watch it. The videos, it's about how they're wanting to raise the age limits to 21. And I was talking about, well, if you're going to do that, why not say they need to wait till 21 to get a loan for school. They need to wait till they're 21 to join the military. They're just knee-jerk reactions here is what they're doing. When you have these events happen, they knee-jerk it, and they work on, work on public safety. That's how they get every gun law they ever pass is on it's safer for you. That's why they need to pass it. I feel it's the best gun law there is the Second Amendment. Any law wrote against the Second Amendment infringes on the Second Amendment. But yet, they get them passed because public safety. Where did this kid out in Texas come up with all this money to buy all that gear he had? That stuff's expensive. You're talking around $2,000 a gun, and you add the ammo, you're talking $3,000 to $4,000, and he worked at Wendy's. Maybe he saved up. Who knows how he got it? But something's not right with that, with how much money was spent on that. Something's not right with it. That's about as far as I'm going to go into it on that. But you do your own research on it and see what you come up with as far as where is this kid, getting that kind of money to buy that kind of stuff, Who knows? You read up on it. That's as far as I'm going to go into that one. But what I mean by storms coming, we're going to see all this ramp up. It's heading into elections. You know, midterms are coming up. Everything's coming. You've got monkeypox. You've got COVID coming back on strong again. Now you got them wanting to pass gun laws. It's a storm building and building and building. And this time this storm's not just going to flutter out. You know how sometimes you'll look off and you'll see rain coming, but by the time it gets to you, you know, it's done cleared up and there's nothing coming. It's not going to be like that this time. This storm's coming, and it's going to keep coming and keep coming, and everything's just going to, we see it coming. Everything's just going to go to crap, is what I'm trying to say. This election cycle is not going to fix this. For you people that say, well, when we get through this election cycle, you know, everything will be better. We're not. What we're seeing is the new normal, and the new normal is chaos, plain and simple. That's your new normal. If you've still got your head in the sand, get it out, because you need to start looking around what's going on. And it is not, it is, let me get this straight, it is your job to protect yourself. It's your job. Don't depend on nobody else to protect yourself. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Like or dislike this video. Comment below. Let me know how you feel about all this. Do you see the storm coming? Do you see what's happening? Are you awake, is what I'm trying to say. Guys, hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed. And everybody stay safe out there. Anytime you're in public, keep your head on a swivel and be aware of your surroundings and know who is around you at all times if possible. Stay safe, get prepped up.